The Prophet Noah is one of the many prophets mentioned in the Quran, and which can also be found in Christian and Jewish scriptures. The story of Noah is similar in many aspects to the story of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They both had the mission of inviting people to worship God only, when their people worshipped idols. Noah was responsible of preaching monotheism to his people. He preached to a people who bowed down before idols, like the people of Mecca and the Quraysh tribe did in the time of the Prophet, and said, "Never leave your gods, and never leave Wad, or Suwa, or Yaqut, and Yauk, and Nasser." Noah's people would worship 5 idols. Noah invited them to believe in one God for many years before the flood happened. And if we compare the text of the Old Testament and the Quran, we realize that they are quite different. As far as the Old Testament is concerned, the flood would have been global, and the water would have covered the entire earth, thus causing all animals and humans to perish, except those that Noah saved in the ark. But in the Quran, we find nothing similar. The verses that mention the flood say that it was a local disaster, and only the people of Noah were hit by the flood. And we had certainly sent Noah to his people, saying, "Indeed, I am to you a clear warner, that you not worship except Allah. Indeed, I fear for you the punishment of a painful day." It is clearly stated here that Noah was sent to his people, and it was they alone who suffered the punishment. But they denied him, so we saved him and those who were with him in the ship, and we drowned those who denied our signs. Indeed, they were a blind people. As we see, those who were drowned are only those who denied the message of the Prophet Noah. So, the Quran gives a more credible narrative of the flood. The intention is not to attack Judaism or Christianity, but it is a proven fact that their texts have been modified over the centuries. Unlike the Quran, in which we can see the text as it was at the time of the Prophet. The archaeological excavations that were made at the supposed place where the flood occurred show that it was not global, but that it was indeed a disaster that struck a part of Mesopotamia, as it has been said in the Quran. And it was said, "O earth, swallow up your water, and O sky, withhold your rain." The flood water receded, and the decree was carried out. The ark rested on the Mount Judi, and it was said, "Away with the wrongdoing people." When the water receded, the ark remained on the Mount Judi, as stated in the Quran. Many expeditions have taken place in the region to discover where the ark ran aground. And there is a mountain which is still called Mount Judi. It is located in Turkey, near the Syrian and Iraqi borders. Currently, there is no trace or evidence found of the ark. But this is quite normal, since it is a boat that was made of wood around 3000 BC. On the other hand, many proofs of the flood have been discovered. There are indeed several great cities which have been destroyed by waters, and have been found buried deep under clay and sand. These cities were in Iraq and on the borders of neighboring countries, what is called Mesopotamia. And these are the cities of Ur, Uruk, Kir, and Shurupak. But they currently have other names. These cities were flooded around 3000 BC. Archaeological evidence showed that the sinking was sudden and is consistent with the flood account.